Hey everybody, I'm Sam. I'm here with my good friends E.T. and Naomi.
And me.
And Naomi's about to go to the Alamogordo Desert in New Mexico and solve one of gaming's greatest mysteries about this very game.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to find there, but by the way, if you do want to participate in the excavation that's happening this weekend, Saturday, April 26th, you guys can find all the information on IGN because it is open to the public, and IGN's going to be there and we're going to witness it all.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard about this, they're digging up a bunch of old Atari stuff, ET games, like this very game right here, which we're going to be playing and showing you right now. One of the worst games that has ever been made, and it actually brought down the whole video game industry in the early 80s. So let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Now, it probably won't be this intact, is my guess.
So this game actually brought down the entire game industry, as I mentioned, by being so bad. Atari made a ton of these and promised Steven Spielberg $25 million without even, considering if it would sell or not. So it didn't sell. A bunch of them got returned, and they had to do something with all these cartridges, and also all this other shovelware that was being made at the time. Just terrible games everywhere caused this industry-wide collapse. Now, this game is famously bad because, as you're figuring out right now, E.T. falls in holes all the time.
He always falls in holes, and it's really difficult to get
look at that
back
pretty
out of
flower.
Yeah, which I'm guessing I'm supposed to grab, but I mean, there's no other button besides.
And so if you out there have played E.T., you might know you have to go to the right, I think, then do this next stretch thing to get out of this hole. Now do it there.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go to the right.
Yeah.
Use my power.
People who defend this game, and there are defenders. It's not the worst game ever made. It's a competent game. It was just made in 6 weeks. To get it out for the Christmas rush, and it was super hyped, and people just thought it wasn't that good for all that. There's also a really bad Pac-Man port at the time. But the defenders of this game will note that if you read the manual, you can figure out a lot of this game.
Okay.
So you know what you're doing.
I feel like I do, but I just got captured by one of these
yeah, there's a Reese's
FBI
Pieces
agents.
over there, that dot.
Yeah, gotta get that Reese's, but I mean, once you're caught by one of these guys, you're pretty much stuck there.
You got Dick Tracy on your tail.
I got Dick Tracy. He's got the...
So what you're supposed to do is collect these parts.
Which I just got a piece. It's actually the phone, right?
The phone?
Yeah.
Like the speak and spell phone hacked thing.
No.
E.T.'s a hacker. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's hacking. So,
he's a smart alien.
The problem with E.T. is that he keeps falling in holes.
Right,
this is just the greatest thing ever, to see E.T. falling in holes over and over again.
Right, well, see,
So as soon as you get up to the top, you want to make sure you're not touching anything and then go to the left.
Right, I have to, ease out.
Get out of there.
Pixel
Get out of there. You can't do anything more.
I can't do anything.
And the forest is kind of almost like an overworld.
Oh, there you go.
This is making for the best Let's Play ever.
This is probably the worst Let's Play ever.
Oh, it's a terrible game.
It is a terrible game. Oh
my
gosh.
They're actually making a movie about how terrible this game is and why it was buried in the desert, right?
Right. They're making a documentary.
And by they, I mean...
Okay, so Xbox Entertainment
is
making a documentary. They've commissioned Zach Penn, who's known for writing The Incredible Hulk, and I've just been caught by one of these.
He wrote the Avengers
guys.
And X-Men. And he was a writer on those
That's
movies.
right, and he's actually been assigned The Karate Kid 2, which they're remaking, I
Whoa!
guess. Yeah, so he's been officially announced as the writer for that, but he's working on this project in the meantime, alongside with Lightbox Entertainment. If you know them, oh my goodness, there's no way to survive this. I was doing well before.
No, you're doing great. All you do in this game is fall into holes.
Oh.
So you're doing a great job.
Although, see, any pixel of E.T.'s body will, if it touches any part of the hole, you automatically fall into the hole, which is a big
And that's what made everybody sad in 1982.
Yeah.
So after E.T. was released, and many cartridges didn't sell, many were returned, there was a lot of extra stock, and Atari's, speaking of stock, Atari's stock, they were owned by Warner Communications at the time, really took a dive, and their profits really started diving, and Warner wanted to get out of the video game industry altogether at that point, and that kind of left Atari with all this stock of stuff that they needed to put somewhere. I like how you can run.
Yeah.
And apparently 11 dump trucks full of Atari cartridges, like this ET cartridge, were carted out into the desert in Alamogordo, New Mexico, and buried, and this film crew wants to go there and dig them up. And there's some conflicting sources on this. Actually, the actual guy who made the game says he would have heard about it if they would have buried a bunch of stuff. And other Atari employees were like, I don't remember hearing about that. But the New York Times reported on the burial of Atari products at the time. They had a little blurb about it, about the 11 dump trucks being driven out to the desert, and people all watched when that happened.
Right.
And apparently there was looters, and so they steamrolled them and then filled the hole with cement.
That's
so
right.
Even if they find stuff, what do you think it's going to look like?
I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of broken
I think it's going to look like
pieces.
this.
Yeah. It would be crazy, I mean, if we found an intact version of the game or anything like that. But I mean, at this point, it's been so long. It's been like 30 years.
Yep. Well, since we're clearly not going to beat this game, we should wrap it up. But I wanted to ask you, Naomi, if they dig up these games and there's a big hole, what's going to happen if you fall into it?
If I fall into it, I'm
Yeah.
going to find a piece of the telephone or a flower.
Yeah, well, bring one back for me.
I will.
Cool. Well, thanks for checking out ET with us, and we're going to work on this for the rest of the day and not get anything done.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, we're going to figure this out. But until we do, keep on checking back to IGN for the amazing news, whether there's something in the desert or not.
Yeah, we're going to finally debunk the mystery.
That's
long
this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. Stay tuned. We're going to find the pieces of the puzzle. Bye,
Thanks, guys.